to the big house, Michigan Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick give. It's Smothers. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3 yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
In just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Running inside, it's Smothers. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Smothers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's Arch to throw. Left side is Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back. It's Manning. Going deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. field. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skilled players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable. I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Follows his blocks. It's Henderson. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Arch Madness. Out wide left, it's Lockett. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Hart's going to spin it again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Cuts it upfield. It's Henderson. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. 2nd down coming up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Calls his own number. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
It's a seam wide open. The 30. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Just feeds the running back. Enough to move the chains. Turns it on in midfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Throwing Manning. Right side, it's Smothers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Manning. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn. Great job by the back on the option.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
Number 92. Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down here as they go back to work. Hits the hole, it's Henderson. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Working the ground game. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. The run to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Hurley. He rifles one deep to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To throw, Manning. He uncorks one deep. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Rush is on, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Sets his feet. It's Hurley. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup.
Looking deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Play action, here's Manning.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down,
Snags it, and there's running room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
a big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Coming out with it, it's Chambers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, it's Henderson. He's got the first down. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and days like this can put you up with those legendary Michigan runners.
And that's why you come to Michigan. You know you're going to get fed. Like, you are going to be a back that gets the football, that chews up yards, that always has a lot of success and gets a ton of carries.
Wants to throw. It's Hurley. Looking to the big tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and long here. Using his feet. Got maybe a yard. 3rd down and 9 coming. And the Wolverines in the hurry up. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Manning. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll get rid of it. Left side is Lockett. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Under pressure. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass.
14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He's changing the play. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now.
He'll take the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Hurley. They're all over him. Pulls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback will keep it. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Throwing Manning. They go to the wide receiver screen. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 7 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Clemson who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Dropping back, it's Hurley. Unloads to the right. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Turning it on. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. This crowd knows when to bring it. this crowd. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Number 92, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out. Zone was not a good one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The run inside. It's Smothers. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Townsend. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Look out! They get to him as he throws. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
That's a really nice-looking catch, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Arch to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Manning. The screen, he can go. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Drops back on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Arch Madness. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Longhorn! Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the return, it's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different. Trying
to slip through and pick it up. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17?
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And at this point of the game, just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Making the adjustment on the play. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Manning with the play fake. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he's got some space. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
On the run, it's Henderson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing. Carr. Floats it out in space. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Freeze. Ready, go. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Fires deep on the run. Picked off to stop the threat. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Manning. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Dumps it off in the flats. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
It's a good decision by the quarterback. The defense was blitzing, so he threw hot to his running back out on the perimeter of the field, but just a better job tackling by the defense to now set up 4th down.
And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I'll tell you what, offenses nowadays, the throw game, they feel so comfortable with it, even late in ball games. Don't worry about the clock. They're not worried about that because they know the execution rate is so high. They get the big 4th down here in the 4th quarter.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Manning. Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone, it smothers. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Here's a look. Got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Deep in the end zone, it's Chambers. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
To the ground, he's got it again. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Across the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. That's passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they would go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. He got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Booster! Flash! Sweep! Bubba! Hydro! Go!
Here's Carr to throw. He's looking deep. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Texas offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. It's inside. It's Smothers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. From deep, it's Chambers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Snags it on the right. Lots of room to run. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Carr. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Keeps it on first down. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now, I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now, let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
Rid of it on the RPO. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll give it to him again. Once for the tackle. Past the 6. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Throwing, Carr. Finds his target. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Carr. Right side, it's Marsh. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback keeper. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He will not pick up the first down, the desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Now on the move. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.